I have a good friendship with Charlie. I usually see him 4 or 5 times a year for dinner, and I used to play a lot of bridge with him. One time I was talking to him, and he mentioned that he would love to have a investment in Exxon and be able to get a commitment from the management that they would do no more capex, and they would simply run all the fields with the cash flows going to the shareholders. And he had calculated it'd be a tremendous investment. And of course, oil companies don't think that way. But Oxy thinks that way. So I think the Oxy investment, if you study Occidental, what you'll find is they don't really have exploration going on. So if we look at the whole fracking business and the Permian Basin and all of that, basically when you drill a well, you've got a 90+% shot of what's going to come out. I mean, the probabilities are really high. And it's not like what used to be conventional oil. So here you've got very definitive metrics going on. And so Oxy basically has almost no speculative drilling going on. And so in effect, it looks like a CD. They're clipping the coupons. And what Oxy is doing is they have a huge gusher of cash flows coming out. And that huge gusher of cash flows is only going into buybacks and dividends. So it's all being pumped out to shareholders. And he loves that. And then they made an investment in Chevron. I think the reason they made the investment in Chevron is also Chevron has a very large position in the Permian Basin. And if Oxy was large enough, they wouldn't have gone to Chevron. Just like he bought all the US airlines, a while back he bought all because he couldn't make one bet because the size of the capital is so large. He was forced, kind of like you guys are forced, when you find one airline, you got to buy all of them because you have 30 positions, to put to work. So I think the Chevron bet is heavily a bet based on this non-exploration risk. So I think the bet with Chevron and Oxy is a coupon clipping bet. And so I think Buffett looked at what US Treasuries are paying him, and he doesn't want downside. So he looked at Oxy as US Treasuries on steroids. And I think that's why he went with that bet.